And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 243. Today is Thursday, September 6th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Here we are.
Hold on, let me get this chat window. What is going on with the free Satoshis?
Oh, yeah. So our free Satoshi winner from yesterday is a repeat winner, Samuel Akwai.
There we go.
Thank you for your comment in response to our question about decentralized exchanges. We saw what happened with Shapeshift. Starting to get KYC and AML now. A lot of people feel let down, so decentralized exchanges seems to be the next way where people actually join. And he mentioned altcoin.io, which is one of the decentralized exchanges that are on the come up. Good advisors there, so thanks for that comment, and we'll be sending those free Satoshis, my man.
Thank you. Good morning, Clove71, Sergeant Crypto, Milto, Allison, G Code, like that name.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Robinson, good day all.
Come on in.
All right, top story just broke in the last couple of hours. Coinbase is thinking about launching a crypto ETF, seeks help from BlackRock.
Oh, man.
My goodness. Crypto exchange Coinbase is reportedly looking at launching crypto ETF, has sought the expertise of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager. The ETF, of course, will likely track a number of virtual currencies, not just Bitcoin. Business Insider reported, citing people familiar with the matter. People, this is huge.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Huge for many reasons, because, you know, if someone were to get the ETF first, it's definitely going to be Coinbase. All right. Yeah. And not only that, if they do get it first, I mean, we're talking about government corruption at the highest level at this point. I mean, it is just the proof is in the pudding. But, you know, the Winklevoss twins been trying to do this. It's definitely going to be a slap in their face if they get it. BlackRock, how many assets under management do they have?
Oh, man, they manage $6 trillion with a T. $6 trillion worth of assets right now. So BlackRock is definitely the #1 asset portfolio manager in the world. And if they're getting help, or if they're helping Coinbase, I can tell you right now, their connections stretch way further than you can imagine. And I can guarantee Coinbase is going to get the best look.
They're going to get the best look for it.
They've basically sat back and watched other people fail. They've said, okay, let these smaller people come through, put it out.
That's what you did.
Yeah, so that's what you did wrong. Cool. All right. So
you didn't hire the Secretary of Treasury on your team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You didn't take the head of the SEC out for a nice dinner.
Right, exactly. There we go.
You didn't do it correct.
There we go, Crypto Q. Coinbase collusion is not a crime. You know what? That's going to be a new crypto hashtag. You said that before. Coinbase collusion, hashtag that, folks.
Yeah, man.
It's not a crime. That's funny.
Hey, man. Well, I will say, like we've stated before, ETFs don't matter in the world of crypto long term, because if you can buy it, but you can right now, then there's a chance for you to buy it. Go ahead and do it. ETFs just onboard people who don't want to be exposed to the asset, which can, you know, sort of change the price action, so to say. But hey, ETFs, when they do come, like we've always said, the excitement for an ETF usually makes people bullish, and I think Coinbase will get it. Now, when is the thing? 2019 seems to be when the ETF may be approved, but we don't know right now.
Well, that's what's going to make it sketchy. Even, you know, we had our sights set either Q4 this year, Q1 next year, which is looking more alike. But if Coinbase were to get it in Q1 next year or even this year, again, as Crypto Q said, Coinbase collusion, that is a real deal, because I'm telling you, they're not even looking at applications for certain stuff, people. And if theirs just goes to the top of the list and they get an ETF, again, over the Winklevoss twins, too, that is a slap in their face.
Man,
and
double slap.
That's basically saying everything we've been saying, which keeps being proven right over and over again, is that, you know, the corruption is running deep right now. And as a population, we're just letting it happen. So it is what it is.
Yeah, we know Coinbase is the feds.
Coinbase is, oh my god.
Yeah, they're about to 2-finger slap a few of these companies.
Right.
Yep, we got the ETF, you didn't.
And Crypto Q said BlackRock manages federal funds, which they do. It'll be just like that show Billions. You know, you talk to the police commissioner, whoever that guy was, like, hey, we need that police fund back in our hands, and they gave it to him. So see this being the same way.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your retirement funds getting put into the hands of people. They manage it. You don't know what's going on with your money. Man, imagine if they put it in crypto.
Right?
It's going to be crazy.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Coinbase is, and more with Coinbase. Coinbase expands UK offering with 4 GBP altcoin pairs. Looks like Coinbase decided that it was going to add more for the UK pound sterling GBP. Friday, of course, they're ahead of us. A post confirmed Wednesday, September 5th. Following a deal with UK bank Barclays to open access to the country's faster payments network in March, residents will now be able to trade all coins Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash for GBP in addition to the existing Bitcoin. They're quoted as being said with support for UK domestic bank transfers in GBP via the faster payment scheme. It's funny they call it a scheme. It is now significantly easier, faster, and cheaper for UK customers to trade cryptocurrencies on the Coinbase platform. The post confirms. For those, of course, who have been trading for a while, know that it is actually not the best trading platform. Coinbase isn't, but again, for new users, hey, that's where their business lies at. So, of course, they're going to attract more people with that.
Yeah, they are definitely becoming the Facebook of crypto.
They are becoming Facebook. It won't be long for your grandma and grandpa's on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably a few grandmas and grandpas already on it, and they may not even know it, or may have signed up a long time ago. So, Coinbase expansion is nothing new. They're in a lot of different countries all over the world. They have to expand. So, from a business standpoint, it's good to see there. However, like we said before, you have a choice, so choose wisely.
And again, just from the community, I guess, hey, you know what? If someone has to slap around the traditional sector, I guess Coinbase is the one to do it right now until we get something better. But they're definitely positioning themselves to come in on Web 3.0 as the #1 contender. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, they're killing it.
They are killing it. $112 billion Korean money manager asks for Goldman Sachs crypto experts. Again, makes no sense, but that shows you how much they don't know about the Korean Post, South Korea's national postal service operator, which also oversees a $112 billion investment fund, has sought Goldman Sachs assistance in learning about cryptocurrencies. Because why would you go to the source of finding people in the community?
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to go straight to the opposite.
Right. Korea Post will meet the executives from the Goldman Sachs Crypto Research Group in Hong Kong this month. Bloomberg reported the congregation would see an educated roundup between the South Korean company with its American counterpart on the hot topics like digital assets, AI, and blockchain. Again, this is the same Goldman Sachs that just flip-flopped again yesterday and said that they're going to delay or not even open their trading desk as of now.
They already have some.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, we know Goldman Sachs is doing things in the cryptocurrency space. But again, for them to legitimately be new into the space, for them to say, hey, I have $112 billion of other people's money, we're going to go to Goldman Sachs and get advice. Hey, if you start losing out on that money, we're not going to feel sorry for you.
Yeah, well, like we said, if they have a few different products. So the Bitcoin futures is one, but the crypto custody services, I think, is more of the bigger issue. I think these big companies are, they don't want to hand over billions of dollars to an exchange. They don't want to give billions of dollars to a non-trusted crypto company, so to say. So their guess is to go with a trusted bank who can insure it and, make sure they know, all right, if we lose it, or if there's some sort of security thing, we can pay you back with it. But honestly, if you don't get into crypto for the right reasons, you deserve whatever happens to you. So if Goldman Sachs taxes them,
they're going to go ahead 30%.
Yeah, they tax them through the roof. And South Korea Postal Service workers' retirement isn't as good as it could have been if they had just bought it themselves. Then you deserve whatever happens.
Torrance J. Playlist says, I just saw this and started chuckling. Goldman Sachs are the experts now. I mean, this is literally crazy, people. They just got started with trading desks. Again, this is why, point blank period, the people like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, and everybody else, CNBC, all these people who are trying to muscle their way through their finances into the crypto market later than others who have been here. The reason why they're not the experts is because if they were, they would be trillionaires with the money they could have put up just 2 years ago. Literally would have been trillionaires. I mean, they would have had, it wouldn't be I'm working for Goldman Sachs anymore. It would be I'm a partner. They would have 100 different partners at their company, 1,000 different partners.
Yeah, I own Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, I'm a part owner. There'll be 1,000 different people to say I'm a part owner of Goldman Sachs or have my own competitor company if they were experts. But they literally just started a marketing campaign, as did all these other big companies, all of 6 or 7 months ago when they hit an all-time high. And now they're the experts in the space. But if they truly were the experts, literally just 2 years ago, with the money all these companies have, they would have all been trillionaires, people. Every single company. It would be no more possible collusion or no, they could have came straight out and said, yes, we own half the United States and we're going to do what we want. Yeah, exactly.
Do what we want.
But the fact that they're not doing it shows me that they're not the experts and they didn't put any money up, which is why they're trying to partner with this South Korean whatever
National Postal Service operator
who's using $112 billion of their own people's money and investments, not their own again as well, because none of them are experts in the field. Yeah. But hey, you know, they're experts, but they still wear a suit and tie, and they're at work by 8 a.m. and they're leaving at 6 p.m.
Hey,
right?
Man, I've had sit downs with CTOs and former CTOs at some of these banks, and trust me, they don't know as much as you think they do. They have good marketing, like he just said, and they have people in the crypto space who advise them on what to say when they go talk to their clients. So and the dude in the hoodie is giving them all the information, and then they give it to the dude in the tie, and then he goes to the meeting. But you know, it's sort of one of those things where you don't want to see people not interested in crypto,
right?
But when they do get interested in crypto, you want them to realize what it really is, and they won't get that from a bank.
I mean, look, I think the whole part of the cryptocurrency movement is honesty. Just be real.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we know Goldman going to continue to be Goldman. They're going to come in late in the game. They're going to identify who the actual experts are, and they're going to be like, look, we're paying all y'all $500,000 a year. Come on over here. It's guaranteed money. 10 hours a week. Help us out. Consult. And as Bitcoins, they say, there's going to be a guy in the back with a hoodie on telling them what to say, and then they're going to go over to this Korean postal service.
And just repeat it.
And just spit it right back out. But, hey, mass adoption, though, right? This is what you get.
This is what you get with mass adoption.
Speaking of mass adoption and news, we literally were just talking about yesterday and the importance of that news. You know, yesterday we brought up the fact, it was either yesterday or the day before, we brought up the fact that Iran was saying that, hey, we are legitimizing the crypto mining industry. Well, it looks like after they legitimized the crypto mining industry, Bitcoin prices spiked to $24,000 locally. So everyone who keeps saying bear market and all that, you just have to travel outside the United States, right? Maybe United States and Western Europe is a bear market, but again, there's countries in Africa. We're seeing countries in South America and now in Iran, where the price of Bitcoin is $24,000. It looks like the Iranian government's recognition of cryptocurrency mining as a legitimate industry propelled the Bitcoin price to hit record highs at a time when the country closes in on its own national cryptocurrency to evade sanctions. Sanctions. What is your thought on this?
Well, honestly, you know, long term, I think the Iranians have a view of how their country will be. And it won't include the U.S. I mean, it even states here that trading activity has been rampant in the recent months, with the head of Iranian Parliament's Economic Commission claiming citizens spent over $2.5 billion buying cryptocurrencies beyond the country's borders in anticipation. Now, this is what we mean by speculation and anticipating the news. This is why we do what we do. The U.S. formal withdrawal from the Iranian nuclear deal. So you have to understand that this world news, these things, these trade deals that happen, when it involves money, crypto is somewhere around. I can tell you that right now. And with Iran, as we see, we have proof here. Whenever you allow people the freedom to mine cryptocurrencies or trade them, usually the price skyrockets. I mean, we saw that in India, we saw it in Greece, we've seen it in a lot of places. Once they kind of lift the veil and they're like, all right, you can do it, but it'll be regulated, boom, price goes up because there is demand there. It's just, you know, most people don't want to, you know, end up in jail or do something. There's Ned Flanders everywhere. So, you know, it's not just here. But now that the veil has been lifted and they're like, hey, man, if this Iranian nuclear deal doesn't go through and we get sanctioned, we don't have any money.
Hey, we don't got nothing to lose.
Hey,
let's go ahead. Let's move forward.
To the world blow. We don't care.
Increase their crypto to the world blow.
Crypto to the world blow.
Great reference.
We don't care. You know, I mean, the people in other countries, they don't care that the sanctions are going to come because crypto is the outlet. We keep trying to explain that to people in the U.S. because we run everything, so to say. But you got to think from a different perspective. If you don't have anything and then something comes up, you're going to use whatever that something is. I mean, if you're in the desert and you see dirty water, it doesn't matter if it's dirty water or if it's not, you're gonna drink it, you're gonna use it. So you have to realize this is the actual use case of cryptocurrency going forward. And speculation is what gets currencies going. So,
and you know what? It's so much. Like, we literally can do a show about this story in general. Sergeant Crypto hit it on the head. Sergeant Crypto said that's the real price of Bitcoin. Yes and no. Actually, the real price of Bitcoin is higher than $24,000. The reason why is because we have Bitcoin Cash and hacks like Bitcoin Gold,
Bitcoin Diamond,
that just got delisted from Bittrex. But again, people, just that quick. That's all it took. So this is what we mean by the price is being manufactured. You know, it's being intentionally suppressed by the media, by the government, and all of that. This is true because you imagine the United States did the same thing all in one day.
Yeah.
Bitcoin mining is an actual industry now. We need to pay it attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention to it. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's legitimate, and you could do it. Yeah, it would totally change how people viewed it. And when we say hyper Bitcoinization, that's what that means. That means when there is an influx of people who want to use cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, so to say, and it's not as watered down with a lot of altcoins. Because that's another thing. You think of the total market cap of cryptocurrencies is 300 billion, but it's only 150 billion in Bitcoin. The other half is the watered down portion of it. Right. Imagine if you know most of these cryptocurrencies wasn't around. It was only 5 or 6. You're looking at a price of Bitcoin at somewhere around 20K for this entire year at least. So,
right, as a minimum.
As a minimum. Yeah. So when people talk about price and the price action and why don't we talk about prices, like you don't understand this. Nothing has changed with the fundamentals.
Again, I got to give this. I think it was the CME CEO a slap on the back. His old dino self. He said he was going to tame the Bitcoin market, and again, he said it so confidently. Again, you know, it's market manipulation going on. Yeah. You were able to basically suppress a global market by using media and futures. But John Siebert said another great thing, an arbitrage opportunity. We were talking about that before the show. Bitcoins, they made a funny joke. He was like, yep, but you would not be you won't be allowed back into the United States, which is true because it is Iran. But it's definitely arbitrage opportunity for those traders who have connections. Let's see what else we have.
Yeah. Anybody got any Iranian cousins?
Right. Milto said Goldman is headed for third world countries. So that's actually the play right now, which is with the central bank, the World Bank, and the Fed, all these people. That's their play for the last 20 or so years. They've been trying to basically put a lot of money into third world countries and then to reinvest because you can make your billions there overnight versus in some of the more developed countries. And instead of them trying to suppress it in the U.S. and everything, that should be their play. It's just to let it run free here in all these other first world countries and then to actually be the people to bring it to the third world countries through innovative companies. But they're scared of losing their fortune, so they don't want to do that.
Yep.
Let's see.
Always the same story.
Yep. Banks can't freeze Iran's Bitcoin.
Yep.
The arbitrage work if you're French.
Word.
Yes.
So anybody know that's French?
Here we go. We got some
Might
French.
need to take a trip to
Gotta do a 2 to 3 way bounce to get this. Hey, we make it work for that much money.
Yeah, because 24,000 arbitrage versus the 6,000 price that we're at now is well over 300-400%. So
Sergeant Crypto said Bitcoin really changed the dynamics of the world police. Exactly. That is why they don't. That's in Iran, people. If they were allowed Bitcoin to surpass $20,000, especially last year in December going into this year, let's say we were at like 40,000 already right now. No one will be listening to anything the government has to say.
No.
Do you know how many speeding tickets, parking tickets people would be getting and just be throwing out money left and right? Like it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So again, for their control, they had to put a stop to it. So whenever people are worried, we're just like, you got to hold it out. You got to wait it out. One of the things we said before that first initial pumps even started happening last year, the bigger ones, we were like, they're going to try to take all the Bitcoin from you. So when they finally do say, all right, we lost, Bitcoin is the real leader and all that, you've already sold it.
You've
already bought your futures contracts and your ETFs, and you're back to making your 7 to 15% a year, and
on paper,
and working 60 to 80 hours a week, being overworked and underpaid. So that's the game. Alrighty, and even better news, only Bitcoin accepted in a $3 million Valletta Palazzo mansion, which is going on sale in Malta. Malta's not playing no games, all right?
Oh, yeah. Not even a little bit.
And this story is on CCN. First couple sentences, it seems that Malta continues to steal the headlines for innovative projects in the blockchain space, with the most recent offering being a huge palazzo in the heart of Valletta, being offered for sale with a $3 million price tag. The mansion can only be purchased in Bitcoin, with property going on sale for 550 Bitcoin. There's people who have it out there. It's an 860 square meter historic building in the heart of the Mediterranean island. Vibrant capital of Valletta. Also comes with permission to be transformed into a hotel or even office space. Well, that's actually a really good deal. Wow.
That's gonna be tight, yeah.
So this is the first one of the world, people, where something is being sold, a state is being sold only for Bitcoin. And if you think this is in the future, you're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So when people keep saying, we were talking about yesterday, Why would people still buy Bitcoin now and the price and all that? This is evidence. There will be offerings in the future, as this offering, where it's like we don't care what we don't want fiat money. We don't want your euro. We don't want your Ripple, Bcash. We want Bitcoin, and if you have enough, we might take Doge.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, the real estate market as a whole, I think, is about to change because let's say we have a real estate crisis where people have houses for sale, which I'm starting to see a lot of boomers, a lot of older people put their houses up for sale, which usually is a sign that we have that, because usually they put it up for sale because they've had the money, and then the younger people come and buy it, for a bad price. But what happens is, if nobody has any money to buy your house, and then you say, well, okay, nobody has cash, but I'll accept Bitcoin, you'll start getting people buying houses up in Bitcoin, just buying them up because people will take whatever they can get. And that's one of the things with a Bitcoin only price. They're basically telling you, like, at this point, we realize what Bitcoin is going to be, and if we take cash right now, won't be as much later. We think it'll be worth much more later. So, and it'll be, better to have for a property. You can make the sale in a matter of minutes. You can go tour the place, look at it, and then you say, all right, I want it. And you don't have to sit there.
With your cell phone.
Wire transfer.
With your cell phone, you can make
a
this
wire
sale.
transfer. It's going to take 14 days, and then the bank got to do this. Like, nah, I want this. I'm going to pay for it with this. Here you go. Thank you. Give me the keys and get off my property.
Well, that's and that's the thing with all these contracts. That for those who study money, debt is what make the world go round. The world goes round. Because if there were no debt, then the dollar and everything else would just literally sink overnight, people.
Yeah.
So, using crypto is a method where there is no longer any debt.
Yeah.
You either have it or you don't have it. There's nothing to talk about. But Brian Hanley said may have to get his property out there and buy his citizenship. I mean, look at this. The water looks gorgeous. For those who are on our YouTube live stream, you can see the building. If not, if you're listening to it, you can go back and look at it. It looks like still construction going. But if you were to turn this, they say an office building, or this does like a hotel resort for 550 Bitcoin right now. And let's say, 6, 7, 8 months from now, Bitcoin hits another all-time high. And you have this property already. You talking about winning, people? This is crazy.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you have it in Malta, which is a big blockchain Bitcoin space for companies, from an economy standpoint, hey man, you could probably host a few conferences in there. You can have your boy from Binance over there, CZ over there for dinner. If you got a $3 million place like that in Malta, that's beautiful. But
look at this, and it's only being accepted with Bitcoin, people.
Nice.
I love it. Literally, look at this piece of property only being accepted by Bitcoin. This is a new. This is amazing.
Yep, and it's not stopping anytime soon, people. If you think we're going backwards, get out of crypto. That's all I say. Just go ahead and get out now.
And last but not least, you can now pay with Bitcoin via Lightning at Coingate's 4,000 merchants. You heard it right.
Oh, yeah.
4,000. Slow clap. There we go. Coingate, congratulations. Coingate, a Bitcoin payment processor, has launched Bitcoin Lightning Network payments on its platform, bringing the option to accept Lightning payments to its 4,000 clients. Literally 2 or 3 weeks ago, people were still complaining about the Lightning Network. How old is it? 3 months maybe, tops?
Yeah, I think it's been in development a year.
But
I think it's only been released.
The beta version is a month. Is it a month?
Yeah, July. Right, July is when they did the trial.
All right, so a month, 2 months old, still in beta version, folks, and already there's companies jumping on it.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the things that exchanges are going to have to deal with, is the fact that if people can make payments with the Lightning Network and it's less than a penny and it's cheap, people won't have to use Coinbase Commerce or BitPay or some of these other ones that don't introduce Lightning long term. So good to see there, and it just goes to show, if you sit and you wait for the market, or if you wait for the technology to develop, the market will follow. I can guarantee you right now, Coingate is getting a lot of looks as far as merchants accepting payments. And the payment mechanism, like we've always said, it's always been 2 things: making sure it's secure, making sure it's fast, and the cheap part of it is just a byproduct of it being digital. So thank goodness for Lightning Network, and we'll see, as it gets developed more on Coingate. Shout out to them, man.
And then for those who are just listening and watching, Lightning Network is a brand new second layer solution which basically works off chain of the main Bitcoin blockchain network. Works on top of Bitcoin, but allows for faster transactions and then verifying it later on the blockchain. So the CEO of Coingate, Dmitry Borisenko, was quoted by saying, "Lightning fits exactly in our vision of what Bitcoin should be in the future." They said, "Still, the network is in its early days, as we just said. It's more suited to advanced users and Bitcoin enthusiasts." So they're admitting all of that, but they're also saying, "Hey, it's here, and you can only go up from here." Now they're working on it. So this is supposed to be the solution to Bitcoin's scalability problem. It promises faster transactions and even lower fees. And of course, we know Bitcoin fees are already low. Saying it can handle, or while Bitcoin can only handle 7 transactions per second, and takes a minimum of 10 minutes to confirm, which is depending on who you're using. Lightning Network can do that a lot faster and even cheaper. So here we are, people. We are watching the future happen as we speak. This is amazing news. And again, this is an open market. So do you really think there won't be any competitors? Come on.
Hey, man.
There's going to be a competitor in the next month or two. Watch what we say.
They'll make it better.
It was even faster than Coingate. We can do 8,000 merchants. Come with us, because it is an open market. Who wouldn't want to jump in with it?
Yeah, I feel like Walter Cronkite dropping this news, because it's literally the future right in front of your eyes.
Right. Milto said, "Wait until Disney goes to Malta." I know, right? John Siebert said, "Cryptopia." Yeah, somebody needs to buy that estate and call it Cryptopia. Yes, people, please smash that like and share. We also want to give a shout out to our podcast listeners. End of August last month, we surpassed our highest podcast downloads. We were at about 3,600 actually.
Oh yeah, shout out to that.
So shout out to all those folks who listen to us on podcasts. If you can, please review it. And for our YouTube users, please smash that like and share button as well.
Oh yeah, and I think we crossed 100,000 views.
Oh yeah, we're right at it. We were right at it yesterday. So for our YouTube views, we were at 99,673. So I'm pretty sure that today, hopefully, we'll cross the 100,000 mark. So thank you to all our crypto warriors for that as well.
Absolutely.
All right.
For those playbacks.
So for the free Satoshis, what are we doing?
Oh yeah. So for our free Satoshis today, we saw, or you may have heard in the news, Jack Dorsey, Twitter CEO, he actually was speaking to Congress, and he's actually exploring blockchain to help fight some of the scams you may have seen, a lot of the Ethereum scams or giveaways and bots. So do you think that Twitter should use blockchain technology to solve this issue, or do you think it's a non-issue, they should leave it alone, anybody can do what they want? Let us know what you think, and we'll send those free Satoshis.
That was a good pivot by him. I see what he's doing there.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody, he has a good PR person. Just tell him the blockchain thing we're working on, like everybody else.
That's the bailout. Like
everybody else.
If I was a kid right now, my mom asked me, "So why did you do blockchain?"
Listen, we'll verify blockchain in 3 years. Also, people, we're going to still be pushing out a lot of promotional stuff for World CryptoCon. They're adding more stuff to it. We're in a Telegram group every day. They're adding more stuff. So they say they're probably gonna have the tickets. I think general admission are about $700-800 right now. Of course, our code KBRE 250 gets you $250 off. It's going to be in Las Vegas from October 31st to November 2nd. Full of social media influencers and more traditional investors in the crypto space, people who've been there forever. So if you want to know more, make sure you go check out that site, realcryptocom.com. You can throw our referral codes in it. Also, Saturday
KJLH Summit, the Empowerment Summit for men. We will be there discussing cryptocurrency and other topics as well. The promo video just came out today. That will be out
featuring Bitcoin Zay.
Yeah, featuring myself, and it'll be out on the different platforms once we get it in there. And let's see, September 10th through 11th, the Black Blockchain Summit in DC. I will be out there, get that chicken and mumbo sauce ready, because that's all I'm eating all weekend. So shout out to Black Blockchain Summit and Sinclair Skinner for putting that together. So a lot of good events coming up, and staying busy. So thank you all for your support.
All right. Other than that, have a happy Thursday, people, and we will see you all tomorrow. Cheers.
Have a good one.